Last week on the show, we accomplished our major goal of getting an axis deer killed with the bow and arrow.
Ain't that something?
We are still down here in the hill country of Texas chasing axis deer. We're looking to get Kat within 200 yards of one of these good axis bucks with her rifle.
And so far, we're batting 1,000 because we hunted one afternoon and killed a nice buck yesterday.
In this scenario, the plan is pretty simple. You can hear them roaring, you can hear the progress they're making as they're moving. We spotted a good axis buck heading for the fence line and the stalk was on.
Keep the bush in between you and him. Push to that point. Josh, you need to be right behind her. Okay, see him, Kat?
This deer is broadside, but he's walking and he's about to get where we can't shoot him.
I'm clear. Take the job. He's gonna get behind that tree and kill him right there. You can. That's unreal.
Gosh.
Well, I'm mean as gravel, I'm poor as dirt. And I like things better the way they were. Well, I'm strong in the head, but I get things done. I spend too much money to have a little fun. Come on. I ain't changing, I'm a stubborn man. So can you love me like I am? Can you love me, baby, like I am? Yeah.
If you missed the show last week, we are still down here in the hill country of Texas chasing axis deer. We're looking to get Kat within 200 yards of one of these good axis bucks with her rifle. Last week on the show, I fulfilled a lifelong dream of getting an axis deer killed with my Hoyt bow. This looked like the one-eyed buck that they had talked about. This deer was super old. They said if you see this one-eyed buck, he's probably the oldest buck on the ranch.
Good, right there. You ready?
When he turns, I draw my bow. This buck is quartering away at about 32, 33 yards. I rest my 30-yard pin and release an arrow.
My first ever axis deer hunt that we've been successful on, a pretty good one, I think. I don't know. I did that for you, Michael Hunsucker. I just want you to know that. So, I mean, he looked good to me. He's the first axis deer I've ever seen in person.
The emotion that came over me, like the first day in the blind, just shot a giant axis buck. I couldn't be more happy. This was unbelievable.
Can you believe it? I'm so glad you're here with me.
We spotted this axis deer and I couldn't believe it. This all happened too fast. I mean, we hadn't even been there a full day yet and I've got a good axis buck on the ground.
Your ancestors came from somewhere in Asia and mine came from somewhere in Scotland, and here we are meeting up in Texas. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? What you think, Josh?
He's awesome.
That is
I cannot believe it.
I'm gonna tell you what. That's the nicest 6-point I've ever killed in my life.
I was really excited to get this deer in the cooler because I've heard, along with the massive trophy rack that an Axis sports, they've got some of the most delicious deer meat on the planet. Well, I know they say ladies first, but I was just saving that big, enormous trophy Axis for my wife. So I got my kill knocked out on the first day, and now it's Kat's turn. I tell you what, after hunting with a bow, these axes are tough, and you definitely got to put it in the right spot. But I was pretty confident if we got cat within 200 yards, one of these axis bucks is in trouble.
All right, here you are, Mr. Campbell. It took me just 2 weeks.
What is this?
It's the new semi-non-binary.
Did you bedazzle his eye?
Yes, and that's an upcharge.
Thanks. You wouldn't trust your trophy to an amateur, so why hang it like one? Get a full range hanging system. These Vortex lenses are 100% blood diamonds.
No, they're not.
Oh man, look at that red-tailed hawk on Jupiter.
What?
With Vortex, you can see the game warden before he sees you.
Are you serious
Cut the
again?
camera off. I don't know whose property this is, man. We gotta get out of here.
I'm gonna tell you what, we were eating good at the Triple LJ Ranch because old Mr. Palumbo, along with being a pretty good hunting guide, was an excellent chef. Nothing fancy, just the best. Well, we got up well before sunrise the next day. We were having coffee. We didn't have to do a whole lot of planning because when we stepped out on the porch, we could hear axis deer roaring all around the camp. Alright, so we're leaving the house and we've got axis roaring all around us. There's one in particular that's really close to the main house down here. The cat's hunting with the 308, and we're gonna go try to hook around, and we got a bunch of axis does right here, so a lot of activity. The rut is at the tail end of the rut right now, but see if we can slide up within 200 yards on one. We spotted a good axis buck heading for the fence line, and the stalk was on. We didn't quite make it before this deer jumped the fence and got into the brush where we couldn't see him, but it's looking like the woods right around the house are going to be the area to find these big axis. There was a water hole that these axis were headed to that morning, and we decided for the evening hunt we were going to brush in a little spot right over top of this water hole. Well, it's the second evening here in Axis Camp. Got it right that time. We're set up on a big water tank, and it's 100 degrees here in Texas, so we've been keying on water. And so far, we're batting 1,000 because we hunted one afternoon and killed a nice buck yesterday. And Kat's got the 308 short barrel, and she's gonna try to take down the axis tonight. So it's her turn with the rifle. Once she gets a little more practice with the bow, she hasn't shot her bow in a while, so we elected to go with the rifle, but we'll bring her back and get her one with the Hoyt too. I really like this spot, and although we didn't see any axis deer, we got up close and personal with some whitetails. We get up that next morning and it's the same story. There are bucks even closer to camp, roaring and chasing does. In this scenario, the plan is pretty simple. You can hear them roaring, you can hear the progress they're making as they're moving. We just want to get to a cutoff point where we can get cat within 200 yards.
An axis doe just ran through the gap.
We're easing down the fence line and we spot the deer. I'm talking about the axis deer.
Limit Shield eliminates human odor using nanotechnology. What if it becomes self-aware and takes over the world?
No. That's just how it eliminates odor at the molecular level.
Tell that to Sarah Connor.
Who?
Terminator, iRobot, The Matrix.
Just gets rid of the odor from the dead skin cells.
It's got aloe in it. If you want great results in anything, form is critical. Go long, son. And taxidermy is no different. That's why the only form I use comes from Ohio Taxidermy Supply. It's a pretty sweet looking albino doe. I wonder how she lost her ears.
In this scenario, the plan is pretty simple. You can hear them roaring, you can hear the progress they're making as they're moving. We just want to get to a cutoff point where we can get Cat within 200 yards. He's right there. We're easing down the fence line and we spot the deer. I'm talking about the axis deer.
Yeah, just wait, yeah. Yeah. Nah, just wait till you get a clear shot. Anticipate where he's gonna be. There goes the doe. He's following her. You see him right there at the tree?
This buck is massive, and I'm trying not to say too much about it to get Cat any more nervous than she probably already is, but this is a huge axis buck.
Oh, there he is, there he is, there he is. You own him, Josh. You see him, Josh? Alright, if you... Very obstructed. Oh, just wait. He's in the left. Okay. That bush right there, watch it prick the bear. Okay. You need to. See? Hey, Josh. Can you see the old metal table? Okay, see him, Cat?
Yeah, I'm off of it.
Keep the bush in between you. Okay. Keep the bush in between you and him. Push to that point. Josh, you need to be right behind her where you can get the same field of view as her. Come out the side.
We close the distance and get into perfect position. All we got to do is have this buck turn broadside.
Alright, it's only 160 to the far tree line, so he's in range. If we need to push up or stand up to get a shot, we can. I can't see. I can't hear him. Stand up, dude. Right here. If I can get you to your feet, I don't know. You might be able to hit you. Right there. Sorry. He's on her. Alright, he's turning right now. Is that good? Is that a good height? You need me to move it up? Now, Cat, do you need me to adjust?
I'm on him. Ass and quartering away. There he goes, broadside.
Stay on it, Cat, stay on it.
This deer is broadside, but he's walking and he's about to get where we can't shoot him.
I'm clear.
Thank you, John. He's walking. He's gonna get behind that tree, kill him right there if he can.
I don't know if I stopped the deer with the noise I made or if he just stopped on his own, but he gave Cat a perfect shot.
Wait till he stops. You on him right there. Shoot him again. If he comes out, if he runs out, shoot him again. He's going down, I think. I think he's down right there. I saw him stumble. Okay. And then he never came out the other side. Two does jumped the fence and kept going. Okay. That wasn't him, though, I don't think. Yeah, I can't find anything.
Just from the impact through my binoculars, I could tell this deer was hit good.
You're good. You're good. I think he's hit good. Good job.
Kat's had limited time over the years where she could hunt, and she really has worked hard to be proficient with a bow, with a gun, and I was really proud of her on the spot and stalk, man. She did everything just like a pro.
Whoa, you do exist. Nah, I'm good, man. I don't eat that processed stuff. I only eat carnivore snacks made with salt and meat, and it's delicious. Hang on one second. It's blurry. How come you're... Hey! SKB cases are so tough, you'll be tougher just by owning one. Hit me with that shovel.
I don't think that's...
Just do it!
Okay.
All right, we gotta do it again.
Oh, your face.
I didn't mean in the face.
Oh, babe.
What?
We're missing some teeth.
I hate getting too excited too early, but the shot looked great on video. It definitely, the ripple went through. You can see the muscles contracting his whole rib cage when the shot hit him. He did a mule kick. And then the last thing I had on glass, he took a step backwards, which is a dang good sign. Jelly legs, and then he didn't come out the other side, I don't think.
Shot of him.
Was that pretty exciting?
So exciting. Right after I shot and we thought it was dead, I was like, I'm gonna black out. I'm gonna black out.
That would have been kind of good footage if you would just pulled the trigger and fell over. I'd have caught you. I was right there, so I'd have had you.
All right, let's go get this thing.
All right. I'm gonna let you go first since you got the firepower.
Okay.
Hold on, Kat. Hold up real quick. I don't see him. I was trying to fool you because I was going to be like, I don't see him. Let's just head to that tree.
I see him. Oh my God.
That was awesome, man. That was a good stalk. Let's go get him, man. Come on. You lead the way. It's your deer.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Holy cow, man. Look at the size of that deer. Good gosh, babe. I've never in my life. That's unreal.
Gosh.
Holy cow, dude. My gosh.
Good job, hey. You did a great job in that stalk. I'm proud of you.
Holy cow.
I'm proud of you, baby. You're good. You've worked really hard. You're a good shot and a good hunter. I'm really proud of you. Some import deer.
This is incredible. Hearing them roar all morning. Like in every direction we heard one this morning. Back there and over here a couple. Unbelievable.
Let's get him out to right here in the sunlight, and we'll get away from these prickly pears real quick, Kat. So you watch that GoPro, Kat.
Yep.
I got it. You got it? Yeah.
You know, Kat's the backbone of our family. She's the one that holds it all together with our crazy life. And to see her be successful on a deer like this was just something that was really unbelievable.
What do you think holding him?
I still can't believe it's done. He's huge and so beautiful.
There's definitely a significant age gap between yours.
When you get to interact with God's creation firsthand, it's kind of hard to deny that there is a creator. I would challenge anybody to get out there and experience some of this stuff for yourself. You know, this was really a special hunt for me. Just to be able to get down there and hunt these deer was a privilege, much less for both of us to bring home big axis bucks. This was a trip that we are not going to ever forget. And even more than that, I got to share it with my best friend and unsung hero of Red Arrow, my wife Kat, and I can't wait to go back and do another axis hunt in the hill country. So every real hunter knows now's when the work begins, but it's work that you're glad to do because you have been successful. I knew it was going to be a good week just by the strength of Jaden's mullet. I could feel the energy coming off of it. It was cool sitting around the table that night telling a bunch of hunting stories, and we still had a lot of work to do that evening, cutting the deer up, getting them caped out in preparation to be leaving camp the next day.
Yeah, for everything, it's like that's a lot, you know?
Huh. But this is truly a hunt that I will never forget. The friends that we made out there and the country that we got to experience and the animals and the trophies that we did get to bring home, but that's just part of the hunt. It's all the memories and the friends that you make along the way. Well, that's going to do it for the show today, boys and girls. We had a ball hunting the hill country of West Texas. It's also going to wrap up season 16 of Red Arrow. Don't miss season 17 coming out in the near future. We're going to do a Texas tour. That means we're going to hunt down everything Texas has to offer, from hogs to big whitetail deer to aoudad, more axis deer, fallow deer, and who knows what other species. We're going to track them down and shoot them with a bow or kill them with a spear. It's going to be a lot of fun. And as always, don't forget to stop by the online store. That's one of the things that keeps this show rolling, and we'll see you next time.